Mr. Driller is an arcade puzzle game that was released for the PlayStation in 1999 and was also developed and published by Namco. And the game would also see release not only just in the arcade and the PlayStation, but would also be ported to the Sega Dreamcast, the Windows PC, Nintendo Game Boy Color, the WonderSwan Color, and even on mobile devices, as the game itself proved to be quite popular. So much so that it was also added to the lineup of games that was added to the PlayStation Classic that was released in 2018. That revolves around the cartoony style character known as Mr. Driller, and your goal is to complete puzzles by using your drill to take out loads of different blocks or coloured blocks to increase your overall score while trying to reach the end point of each of the levels in the game, which is no easy feat, mind you. It does have a really cool visual aesthetic. The graphics in it are very well laid out and they're just really nice to look at, and the gameplay, although while it is simple to pick up and play, it's not an easy game to master by any means, as it would be typical to many other popular puzzle games that were seen not only just during the era of the PlayStation but even beyond and even before it with earlier 16-bit and 8-bit consoles, and it is often comparable to the likes of Tetris seen on the Nintendo Game Boy and even the likes of Columns seen on both the Sega Master System and Mega Drive. And the whole idea is to eliminate various coloured blocks while trying to reach the bottom of the level, and each of the blocks that you eliminate you also have to avoid being crushed by falling blocks. And the further into the tunnels that you have to dig, you also have a limited air supply, so you have to pick up air canisters to maintain your oxygen levels so that you can still keep competing in each of the levels. But while you're taking out all of the blocks as you're moving down the level, you also increase your overall score, and the level of difficulty increases the further into each level that you can get. So it does have a variety of different modes, anything from the likes of your typical arcade mode to survival mode and even time attack modes. So you can not only try to increase and beat your best scores, but you can also compete head to head against your friends to try and see who can survive the longest or even complete a level in the quickest time. But in saying that, the game is tough. I'm not going to say that it isn't. The game also would take a lot of influence from Namco's early game known as Dig Dug that would have been released way back during the likes of the early 8-bit consoles and was considered to be one of Namco's primary sellout games during that era. So it takes a lot of influence from a multitude of different puzzle games seen over the years. Now the game itself, for what it does offer a really good mix of balanced and at sometimes frustrating style gameplay, but has enough unique appeal that will cater to a lot of puzzle fanatics out there. Plus, with the cutesy style graphics and the cartoony nature of the game, and especially the quirkiness of the characters and even the environments that you have to play in, will appeal to many gamers out there, and quite rightly so, because the game did sell well and did appeal to many, as it was considered to be quite popular across the board on all consoles that it was sold on. It is a tough game, but it's also a fun game to play as well. If you want something just to pick up and play for a few minutes here and there, it's one of those games that you can have a quick blast with, because even though it is a puzzle game, it does also have a fast-paced element to it. As you're eliminating blocks, you have to be mindful of where the blocks are going to fall, so you have to make sure that you don't get crushed by them, because you only have a limited number of lives, and once the lives have been depleted, it is game over and you'll have to restart the level again. So there is a lot of tactical elements to it, so you have to be aware of your surroundings at all times. So it just adds that dynamic to it, and it is a lot of fun, and there is people out there that would have gotten some enjoyment out of this and probably still do even to this day, because again, the game did sell well for Namco and was considered to be a popular franchise in its own right, as it presented many sequels and even spin-off games later on, so it proves its popularity. It is just another one of those unique puzzle games that was released on the PlayStation that just appeals to a different variety of gamers, and it is a lot of fun to play, even just for a quick fix every now and then. And I would love to know your thoughts on Mr. Driller for the PlayStation, if you have played this game yourself, and if so, what do you think of the game overall, and do you enjoy these unique quirky style of puzzle games that were seen on the PlayStation or even on previous consoles? I'd love to hear whatever thoughts you have of this game, so be sure to share it down in the comments below. And if you have enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to be updated of future videos. And if you would like to see more content on the channel around other types of puzzle games also seen on the PlayStation, then check out this playlist here on screen to see more of those games in action. And as always, keep those gaming memories alive.